All right, so we're supposed to be raking that up after we weed whacked, but I got a little distracted. You can see that pile starting. There's my paper bomb. That's what I call that little box, filled with old newspaper or, bills in the mail or anything flammable that we use it as starter instead of trash. There's some of the palm fronds. Now, this is why I got distracted. This is a large project for me, this lake. It's always been. You can see volunteer trees, coral ardesia, palms everywhere. There's queen palms, very invasive, like I said. Come over here, more vines and volunteer trees and palms. This giant pine is leaning with the shoreline, is my guess. But anyways, all those sticking up out there, that's from when I cut this low-lying oak right here. I cut a piece off so we could see the lake. It's already grown back now. But when I cut it, I was so exhausted. I was doing it by myself. You usually have two positions, one sawyer, one swamper. So my swamper, I didn't have someone to pull it away, so I let it sit. And then it rained for months and became waterlogged. That's why there's still one trap there. I got to kill all those weeds or weed whack them or something before I pull that log out. It's no little log, though. This is what I got out just now. Partially waterlogged, but that's why they stayed. That's a big old limb, both of those. So this is all gonna go on the fire and we're gonna light it. And then I'll get on with the raking, possibly. So I'll give you my rundown. I only got matches, that's fine, they'll work. Here it is, here's the burn bomb, or the burn box, whatever is more politically correct. This will start the fire, and then this will continue it. These are my dead palm droppings, basically. They shoot off this, they shoot off their old palms, this connects it. All this stuff, if it's involved with a palm tree, it's super flammable unless it's the actual palm tree. When I cut palm trees, they're very fibrous when I cut palm trees. Any palm that I cut is very fibrous, it absorbs water really well, it becomes extremely difficult to cut, extremely difficult to burn. And as I understand it, a palm tree is considered a grass, not a tree. So that might have to do with it. Why it's fibrous, I don't know. I don't know enough about anatomy of trees yet, but yeah, pretty interesting. So heat rises. So I hold it up. Now this is burning, okay? I'm gonna place it facing up since heat rises. That palm tree is extremely flammable, and we need something for it to burn. Okay. That is a start. The concept is to not waste that, to throw a bunch of stuff on top of it. So I'm gonna put some big stuff on it now so that you're wanting all the little stuff to burn really quick and to continue burning in order to catch the larger stuff on fire. It can't just be all palm fronds or just burn right up. So the problem with this fire is there was lots of kindling, basically, these little tiny shits. And the coals are pretty hot. But these are big, thick, sporadic, they're spread out, wet, water-soaked oak logs. So we will see. Okay, so surprisingly it's going. It's because we kept throwing on those palm fronds and those little pieces of kindling, and it just created that hot coal mound right there, and when you throw something on it, it catches. You got the right conditions. Now, I also do what everybody else does, where you scoop up all the old wood and things, which is basically kindling. This is your good for your fire. And if you just do that again and again and again and again, the fire will burn well. But I'm not going to sit here and do that. The goal was to get the trees out of the tree limbs out of the lake. Did that for the most part. Fire is started. I'm going to get to raking.